Hi, I'm Kristine Weber with Subtle Yoga, coming to you from beautiful Asheville, North Carolina. And today we're going to do a short practice to benefit your brain. So yoga benefits your brain in numerous ways, but we can break it down to maybe 5 or 6 categories. So the first would be mindfulness. Yoga helps to improve the function of the attention networks in the brain. We can talk about improving the awareness of sensations, which we understand helps to improve the function of the structures in the midline of the brain, which are sometimes called the mohawk of self-awareness. Yoga also helps us with hemispheric integration. That means when we use opposite limbs and we cross the midline, it helps the fibers of the corpus callosum to develop and help the right and left hemispheres communicate better. Yoga also helps us with respiratory or neurorespiratory integration, so we start to gain more control over the breath. We use the breath consciously, and that is tremendously beneficial to the parasympathetic nervous system as well as the left forebrain. And then you can also talk about mantra and the benefit mantra has on the brain. There has been some research on this as well. So using positive intention or using a mantra has a benefit in terms of keeping us more focused, improving the attention networks, and then eventually taking us to deeper states, and that's really the frontier of neuroscience. So let's get started with just a little mindful awareness of how we're feeling today, and then we'll move into some asana practice. So you can let your hands rest on your lap, let your shoulders be soft, soften the muscles in your face, and take a nice slow deep breath, noticing the feeling of the breath in your body. And noticing how your body feels today, and then also taking a moment of awareness of your mental state as well. Here you may want to take a positive intention or use a mantra for your practice to bring that intention into the body. And neuroscientist Rick Hanson calls this embodied cognition, so the body starts to believe that positive affirmation. So let's begin. We're going to start on all fours with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. So extend your right arm out in front and your left leg out behind. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, draw your elbow and knee towards each other. And then inhale and extend again. Exhale, elbow, knee towards each other. Inhale, extend. And exhale and bring them towards each other. And inhale, extend. And one more time. And then please bring your hand and your knee back down. Extend your left arm out in front and your right leg out behind. And take a full breath. As you exhale, draw the limbs towards each other. So this is contralateral movement, right? Opposite arm and leg. And drawing them towards each other, you want to follow with your eyes what you're doing. One more time. And then back to tabletop. So we will polish that off with sunbird pose, which is symmetry, a symmetrical pose. And the symmetrical pose helps to bring integration after doing the asymmetry. So take a deep breath, lift the chest away from the hips, lift the face a little bit. On your exhale, pull the belly and lower the elbows, and then hips to heels. Forehead down. Let's do that again. Inhaling forward. And exhaling back. Two more. Now, when you finish, you're welcome to stay here in child's pose for a nice long breath or two. I like to call this moment after the pose, where we observe, a moment of interoceptive awareness, or an interoceptive pause, because what it's doing is helping us to start taking awareness into our bodies of how our bodies feel after the pose, or after the practice. That moment of pause is just as important as the pose itself, because it's a feedback loop to the brain to tell the brain, this is where my body is in space, this is how my body feels, this is the assessment of my body, and this literally stitches into your brain a deeper awareness, which then feeds back to your body feeling safe and you having a sense of who you are. So that moment of pause is just as important as the pose, and make sure that you really leverage that moment. So we're going to come up to standing next, arms by your sides, and we'll do some asymmetrical movement with the arms, and that's going to be accompanied by lifting the heels up. And of course the balance pose is also useful for focus, right? So on the inhale, we'll take the right arm all the way up, the left arm goes halfway. And on the exhale, the right arm comes down, it kind of picks up the left arm, and they go down together. Make sure that you see your hands out of your peripheral vision. Now the left arm, that's the inhale, exhaling down. And do the right arm again. And the left arm again. Now we'll polish that off with symmetry. So 3 times, both arms up and down with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And again. One more time. And then we'll pause again here for that moment of interoception. Nice full breath. Feel the bottoms of your feet grounding. Awareness of the sensations in your body. Okay, so as you're ready, please turn and step your right foot comfortably back. Make sure your heels stay grounded. This is going to be a variation of Warrior One. We'll put the left hand on the waist, the right arm is going to move. And so here you want to feel a connection as if you have a string attached from your right hand to your left knee. And when the right arm goes up, the left knee bends. Okay, so we'll do 4. On the inhale, the right arm goes up. You can follow it with your eyes. On the exhale, draw the belly in, straighten your front leg, right arm floats down. Let's do that again. Again. And on the last one, we'll stay. As you exhale, let your left arm float down. And as you inhale, take your left arm up. Exhaling in place. One more breath. And exhale, the arms float down, the front leg straightens. Step your back foot forward. So your feet are parallel. Take a moment to pause again and notice. And then we'll step the left foot comfortably back. The right hand comes to the waist, so we're going to be working the right arm this time. So as you inhale, the right knee bends, the left arm floats up. On the exhale, draw the belly in, straighten the front leg, the arm floats down. Make sure you're feeling that connection as if there's an invisible string connected from your left hand to your right knee. Also, you want to notice the left hand with the eyes, so you're following with the eyes, tracking with the eyes. And this next time we'll stay in the pose. So inhaling the arm up. As you exhale, let the right arm float down. And as you inhale, draw the right arm up. And exhale in place. Another deep breath. Last one. Then exhale, the arms float down, the front knee straightens. Step your back foot forward. And coming back to your mountain pose for a pause of awareness, so noticing how your body responds to that practice. So the symmetry will follow the asymmetry. We just did something that's asymmetrical. So this one, we're going to add something to it. We're going to slide the hands up and down the legs for the symmetrical pose. And when you use your hands on your body in yoga postures, it helps to improve what's called proprioception. And that's, again, this awareness of where is my body in space. When we know how our body feels, we know what to do. When we know how our body feels, we know that we're safe so that we can take effective action in the world. So there's a benefit, there's a strong neurobiologic benefit to using the hands in the practice. Although I found that some people don't like it, so you're welcome to not do it if it's not comfortable for you. So we'll take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slide the hands down, soften the knees, let go of your head. And then on the inhale, lengthen the spine, float back up. Good, let's do it again, exhaling down. Inhaling, floating back up. And one more time, exhaling down. On the inhale, lengthen your spine. Slide your arms up so you kind of chicken wing it back up. Yeah, and then exhale the hands down by your side. So we'll take a moment here and again, we'll pause and see if you can feel kind of that integrative feeling after doing the symmetrical pose after the asymmetry. So next, please separate your feet a little bit. You're going to bend our knees. This is a little bit of a different pose, a little unusual pose, but it's called Bhavasana. Bhav means the pose of ideation. So you're meant to bring a positive intention or a mantra into this practice, and you can sort of use your hands. We're going to be doing this mudra a lot, so use your hands to kind of seal or intensify the feeling of that mantra as you go into the practice. So take a deep breath, the arms come up. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. You can touch the third eye with your thumbs if you want to. Bend your knees, and the eyes stare up at the third eye. You can close your eyes here if you like. And then on the inhale, the legs straighten, the arms float up. You're going to slide your left hand across your inner right arm till it rests on the right side of your chest. Knees bend, eyes to the third eye. Pause your breath out. Inhale, the arms float up again. Then exhale to the other side, bend your knees. The right hand touches the left chest, eyes to the third eye. Pause your breath out. Inhale, the arms up again. And on the exhale, you do prayer pose behind your back. Now, if this is difficult to actually put your hands together in prayer pose, you could also put them facing down. And pause your breath, eyes to the third eye. Let's do that again. Inhale, the arms float up. Exhale, bend your knees, hands to your heart. Bring your intention in here. Eyes look up at the third eye. And inhale, straighten your legs, arms come up. And then slide your left hand across the right inner arm to the right side of your chest, eyes to your third eye. Pause your breath. Inhaling back up. As if you're sliding your attention into your body through all those lovely yin meridians on the inside of your arm, eyes to the third eye. Inhale, the arms up, and then exhale, take the hands behind you, bend the knees. You can do prayer pose, up or down, eyes to the third eye. Inhale, arms up over the head. And then exhale back to your heart. And just because of time, we're not going to do any more of that one, but you could do that several more times and keep bringing the intention in. The other thing that you're doing there's a few poses that use this look at the third eye point, and that causes a convergence of the eyes, which we also understand from the literature can be useful for hemispheric integration. Okay, so please come down to all fours. And then from here, slide down onto your belly. We're going to bring the hands to the sacrum with the palms facing up, forehead to the floor. As you inhale, sweep your right arm around and lift the left leg up. As you exhale, sweep the right arm back down. Turn your face to the left, and the left leg comes back down. Then inhale, left arm, right leg. On the exhale, you're going to turn the face to the right, and the left arm comes to your sacrum. So let's do that again. Right arm, left leg with a breath. Turn your face left. Left arm, right leg with a breath. And turn your face right on the exhale. One more time on each side. And then, to bring symmetry, we take both arms, both legs, forehead down on the exhale. Last one. And from here, please roll over onto your back. And bring your knees towards your chest. Hands by your side on the floor. On your inhale, you're going to extend the left arm up over your head as the right heel presses towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, bend the right knee in towards your chest, and the left arm floats back down. So do that with right arm, left leg. Inhale and exhale. Left arm, right leg again. And right arm, left leg again. We'll do the left arm, right leg one more time. And the right arm, left leg one more time. And then you know what's coming next. It's going to be both arms, both legs. So deep breath, push the feet up, take the arms up over your head. On the exhale, bend the knees, arms float back down. Let's do that again. Last time. And then please bring your feet down flat to the floor. Stretch your legs out in front. Turn your palms up, and we'll have a little rest. Use this as an opportunity to integrate the effects of the pose. So noticing how your body feels after doing a lot of that contralateral movement. When you're ready, you can start to wiggle your fingers and toes a little. Bring your feet up flat and roll to one side. And then use both hands to press yourself up. So I hope that was an interesting foray into the world of yoga for a healthy brain for you. At least giving you a little idea of how you can start to play with your practice to incorporate more of the contralateral movements, to be mindful about using mindfulness and sensations, and also to using positive intention, mantra, as well as the awareness of the breath and movement with the breath. It's really those components working together that creates the magic of yoga. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.